very happy new year to you all, and a warm welcome to Ask Anne on this Monday night of the new 2024. Can you believe it? A new year. Have you been making New Year's resolutions? Will you keep them this year, or are you not bothering? What are you doing? Let me know. It's lovely to be here this side of 2024. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas with your family and good times and a rest from work. But today we've got lots of questions. As usual, you're keeping me busy, which is always lovely. I do appreciate your questions. And you can get involved by just texting in. And we've got the lovely, beautiful Sarah, who is working patiently in the background, and she will pass on all the questions to me. We're a little bit later. We just had a little snag in the system, but we won't be beaten, that's for sure. So tonight, I'm going to kick off tonight's show. But before I do, let me just think. Tomorrow night at 8, we have John with a live, I think it's a spooky spectacular, on scene. So that's exciting. He's on Thursday, and he'll have his regular spot, messages from the other side, on Sunday. So look out for those on here as well. Right, okay, so let's start the evening with the lovely Ellie. And Ellie has asked for a premium question, and she says, "Hi, Anne. I currently work night shift in a care home. I am thinking of switching to day shift. Would it be a good move?" Good question, good question. Well, first of all, I'm going to pull you one of my oracle cards to see what comes out for you. As you come through on premium, you get an extra card. So let's have a look and see. Now that's interesting because we've got the card of shadows, if I show you that. And of course, that's the evening time. So this is suggesting to me about looking at this. If you're going to go to daytime work, when I say not complications, but the issues that may arise through doing daytime, okay? So let me have a look in the tarot, because I'm undecided with this, because this to me is saying staying with the night shift. But let's have a look and see what it says in the cards for swapping over. Is it going to be the right thing for you? Let's have a look. Right. The Hanged Man talks about delays. I'm still not convinced with what I've got here. And the reason why this Hanged Man talks about maybe the time isn't right yet for you to do this. Maybe not just at this point in time. I do feel if you're going to do it, could be the way we're asking the question. If you're going to do it, then here we're looking at another 13 weeks. So that's another 3 months, yeah, for this. So for me, I feel not quite at the moment. There's something else we need to look at about going on to day shifts as opposed to the night shifts. I'm not saying I'm ruling it out forever. I feel it's not quite right just yet, but I feel in a couple of months' time, maybe a better deal for you is what Spirit are giving me. Going on to the day shift, yeah? So bear that in mind. Take another look at everything to do with the day shift, yeah? And then you will no more make a better informed decision, yeah? Right, okay, so let's have a look and see who else we've got now. We have Somaya. So hello, Somaya, how are you today? Thank you for sending in your question. And she says, I'm planning to do software testing course. Will I be successful in completing the course and get a job in the same field? Is this field good for me? Ooh, you're techie. Software testing. Ooh, right. Let's have a look and see. Is it going to be good for you? Let's see. Is it going to be good for you? Can't quite see where you're going with this, right? So that's where we're at the moment. And that's the card that comes out. If I could say, if you would understand that this is an investment for you, an investment in yourself, an investment in your career, I feel then it would be quite good. I feel as if there's somebody partnering you or sponsoring you, that might be the way it's coming up. But certainly, I do feel it will be good for you. I do feel you'll be able to get a job. There we go. There's money here. But I feel as if it could be a tutoring. Whoever's tutoring you is working very closely with you. But I feel you're very good at communications. You understand, you have all the skills, you understand how this works, you understand how it would work moving forward. And so this feels extremely good. So I would say here that, yeah, I think you're going to be absolutely fine with that because it's showing up very positive. So thank you for sending your question in. Right, okay. Now we've got Susan who's saying, we'll answer Susan's question. She says, please can you tell me if my ex will return? Thanks, Susan. Right, Susan. Okay, let's have a look for you. So I'm doing this on my phone and the writing is really, really tiny. I'm just trying to see. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Susan, will your ex return? No details, so we could do with a star sign if you are texting in about anyone. But let's have a look. Is there anybody on the horizon for Susan? Your star sign. Okay. Is he returning? There seems to be some communication here from someone. But I feel the upset. After all that upset, you still feel you love him. So, out of the blue comes a communication, whether that's text, phone call, message on internet, anything along those lines. We do have some kind of communications from someone who is offering up the hand of friendship. But there's more to learn about this situation. So I feel as if, is he coming back for a full-on relationship? I'm not entirely convinced. It's almost like he needs either to set the record straight between you and him. He could be feeling a little guilty, but I do feel there will be some conversation. So just be mindful. Don't jump in with all the emotions that this is him coming back good and proper. Take it slowly, step by step, and don't assume anything. Yeah? But I do feel you will hear from him. Okay, so watch for that. Right, okay, and that's for Susan, who wanted to know if her ex was coming back. Don't forget, I'm on till 8 o'clock tonight, and I will be logging in. Now I'm back from my holidays. I had a super break, which I've not had a holiday all year properly. So I had a nice holiday over Christmas and ready to rock and roll now. So I will be logging in from between 8 and 9 o'clock. So if you've got any more questions or you want to talk to me about something, then please feel free to do so. Okay. My PIN number is 500345. And you can find me on asktheanswer.com's website. That's easy, isn't it? Easy enough. Right, we have another question from Natalie here, and it says, hi, Anne, will my grandson stay on the football team? Ooh, funny enough, excuse me, I've had quite a few questions about boys and football teams just already this year, so let's have a look. There's a lot of activity. Will your grandson stay on the football team? Is he going to stay? I feel he will. I feel it's quite positive, and I feel he's looking forward. Hard work. I don't know if he's struggling a little bit with it. For the moment, I would say yes, but I feel there's a decision to be made in around about 3 months where he is concerned. He will have a choice. I feel he will leave in about 3 months, but I feel there's another opportunity coming in for him, another professional talking to him actually. So watch for that, yeah. So good luck for your grandson with that. But I do feel he'll stay. I know they sign up to for so long, but there's another opportunity coming in for him. So we'll look forward to that for you. Okay. Thanks for sending your question in. Right. Okay. So we have. So I've just seen one from Arkansas. Was it? But it's gone off. So now I'm on. Is it Doll's Divine? Really sorry. It's so tiny. I can hardly read it. Delta Divine. Is that right? Apologies if I've got it wrong. And they're saying, should I pursue my birth details or not, please? Thank you, thank you. Should I pursue my birth details or not? Right, okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on here. Should you pursue this? So if this is about looking for a mum or parent, what I do have here is the beginnings of a bit of a journey with this. If you feel you're ready, okay, then absolutely fine. The Empress here talks about it might take a while, at least 3 months to get anywhere with this. I also, do you have another brother or sister? I feel there's 2 of you here. And I've also got balance and harmony coming in with it. So looking at this in the simplest form, I feel you will pursue it, but I feel it could take you, a good 3 months to get anywhere with it. So thank you to Delta Divine. Hope that answers your question. Thank you for sending it in. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I think I saw someone from Arkansas, so I'll say hello to everybody in Arkansas. Just didn't quite catch the name, but in the meantime, I'm going to do another text message because you've kept me busy. Let me just move that on. We've done that, and we've done this, and now we've got Vesna. So good evening, Vesna. Vesna says, "Will I get contact from Michael soon?" So will you get contact from Michael soon? I'm going to change my cards. So let's have a look. Delta Divine said, awesome. Thank you so much. You were awesome. What I will say to you is if you need any more help with that, don't be afraid to give me a call. I will be on later. Excuse me. There's that much going round. Got a cough. So sorry. At this point, we should have an interval. God, where did that go from? So sorry. Right, Vesna. Will I get contact from Michael soon? Let's have a look. The good news is, yes. The good news is that there is some form of contact coming in from him. And this, he feels quite guilty. Excuse me. Nothing worse is that. He feels quite guilty about the past. But He is making tracks towards you. Right. It is making you happy. And there is a chance here to actually get things together. So I do feel quite positive with that. So I will say yes. I want to say within the next 3 months. So there's a little time to wait yet, but I want to say yes. Okay? Lots of love. Thanks. Right, let's get rid of this tickle in the throat. I don't know where these things come from. Right, okay. Don't you just love live TV? Okay, we have Shirley next. Shirley says, I would like to know what's going on in my new start in 2024 in my love life. Right, Shirley. Good question if you're asking about your love life for this year. It's nice to know what's coming up. Shirley, your love life for 2024. Well, I certainly got romance. Right, okay. We do have you a little bit on the back foot, maybe having to speak your truth to someone, but we do have a new emotional beginning for you. And this new emotional beginning has got longevity with it. And there is someone offering up their emotions to you. He could be the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but he's certainly somebody with a lot of energy and a lot of will and wanting to make things work. So I would say here, as far as your love life is concerned, this does look really nice. I do feel that there may be somebody else from the past turn up as well. So, which way do you go? I guess that's another question for another time. I'll leave that with you. Thanks very much for your question. Right, okay, so we've got another question here. I can just see, is it Jamie? Hi, liked and subscribed. What are current Claudio's feelings towards me? We're friends. Thanks a lot. Let's have a little look. And that is Jamie Cam, is that? Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. What are Claudio's feelings towards me? Let's have a look. How are they feeling towards you? See that? I think that says it all, Jamie, because that is a very happy person. We're asking the question. They feel quite happy, uplifted, feel you are you're a really beautiful person inside. So they know this. They seem to be just waiting to make the right move. So don't rush anything here. The friendship is there, but there is a new journey to start out. So I would take your time with that. But I do feel that this person is very, very happy with you on an emotional level. So I feel as if, yeah, could be a bit of romance there. So take your time with it though, okay? Lots of love. Right, okay. So let's have a look and see who else we've got. There we go. We've got Philippe. And Philippe is saying, how is my son Matteo feeling when he is returning home? So that's from Philippe. How is my son Matteo feeling when he's returning home? How is he feeling? Ooh. How is he feeling? Right, okay, there's a sense of frustration with him. But I feel as if there are two ladies here. So it's a mum and a sister. So I feel as if he's coming back to see his family, that feels quite nice. But he does feel a little frustrated with things. However, that will wear off because this is contentment and happiness, and finding that contentment and happiness. I do feel he's got some good news with this. So I would say maybe a little apprehensive, but I do feel once he gets settled in, he will be absolutely fine. Yeah. So hope that makes sense. So thank you very much. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Right. Okay. So that was from Jamie. You're welcome, Jamie. Okay, that was for Felipe. Let's see. And we have one from Carol now. And Carol asks, will I meet someone who can give me a proper relationship? Yes, that's what we want, isn't it, Carol? Someone to give you commitment. That's what you need. So let's have a look and see. Someone to give you commitment, Carol. It feels like you've done all the work in other relationships as I'm turning over the cards here, Carol. Let's have a look. There are two people to come in. Ooh, excuse me. There are two people to come in, and you will have a choice between two people. Now, to give you a clue, this is quite an emotional roller coaster because I feel like one person will come in quite spontaneously. And I feel that one of these people either works long hours, could work shift work. I'm trying to give you some clues as to what we're looking for. No, we're looking for long term. It's taken a little while. Right, okay. I feel one of these two men has got the capacity to have a long term relationship. Yeah. However, I do feel that there will be someone else, and it will be a little bit like you might even find yourself saying it's like the toss of a coin. But I know you will make the right decision as to which one you go for. So just remember that. Right, okay, I can see our apologies for having some streaming issues to Facebook. Yeah, there's been a lot of gremlins tonight, that's for sure. So let me just move on and see where we're going next. So have you put down where you're from? Where are you watching from? Hello to people in America. Whereabouts in America are you? Are you up and down the UK? Different parts of the country, let us know. It's really nice. What are you looking forward to this year? Have you made your New Year's resolutions? Are you able to do you feel empowered enough to fulfill your New Year's resolutions? What do you want to manifest for 2024? Will that come about? Yeah. So there's lots of questions at the beginning of a year as to how things may pan out or be successful with. So send in your questions. I don't know if you can see us with the streaming yet. So let me move on to another question in the meantime. Excuse me. That was fine, absolutely fine before I started this. And then all of a sudden, in comes the tickle in the throat. Anyway, we'll get there. So now we have Sergio, and Sergio says, please extend on 20th of January born, Pluto-Sun conjunction coming up for Plutonians on the first house with Libra on the ascendant. I think that's going to have to go to an astrologer because I don't do astrology in that detail. So I'm going to pass that one over to one of our astrologers in-house because that's not, I don't do astrology in that depth. Let's have a look and see. We've got Dawn. Do I get car dispute resolved this month? So let's have a look at Dawn's question. Do I get my car dispute resolved this month? Let's have a look and see if we can see. So is it this week? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Right, okay, I've got in the 4th week, there should be a successful conclusion to this situation. You have the world here. And what does the world mean? The world talks about successful conclusions, time to walk away, happy with the outcome, expansion, growth, looking forward. You see, it's like a wreath, it's like getting a medal. So you did well. So I feel this is the tying up of the question you're asking. So I feel you're at the end of January where that one is concerned. So thanks for your question. It's nice to hear from you. Okay then, let's have a look and see. Just right, this is from Surinder. Hello, Surinder. And they say, hello, Anne. Are you able to tell me if you ever see me working abroad? I'd love to go and work in Dubai. I'm a Scorpio. Many thanks, Surinder. Let's have a look and see for you. Can you work? Will you ever be able to work abroad? Let's give him a good shuffle. Right, Surinder. You're ever going to work abroad? You are strong enough, assertive enough to be able to make the move. This is all about your wishes manifesting. So the 9 of Cups talks about make a wish because your wishes will be fulfilled. This is the work card, an overseas card. This is about new work around you. Let me just see. And travel. So I feel the answer to your question is yes. What would I say would stop you from going? Worrying about things. Don't let the worry take over or get too wrapped up in the unknown, because with that, it can stop you from doing what you want to do. So if you're going to do it, keep a clear head, make sure you've asked all the right questions, don't overanalyze it, and know that you are confident and strong enough to pull this off. So I would say, never say never, Surinder. Never say never. All right. Let me just... I don't know who this one is from. It says, hi, Anne. Can you tell me if my ex will return and want to get back together? Thank you. I have no idea who that's from. So let's have a look. Will your ex return and want to get back together? Let's have a look. Okay. Right, interestingly enough, I feel that there will be some kind of communication from your ex. Here is the Magician, and this is the communication between the two of you. And this is all about things restoring order around a situation. Yeah. Now, I don't think he's left you. I don't think he is. I think he's kept, when I say kept tabs on you, I think he's kind of checked in places to see what you're doing. Now, I do want you to be a little wary from what he's saying, because I feel in this instance, there could be a little bit of trickery here, because it's as if I do have someone else around him, unless you're a water sign, because you've not put down your star sign. But what I do feel here is it's possible you could find out that there is someone else around him. So I would err with caution on that one, to be honest. So be careful. Do your homework first, before you make any commitments. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to run through what I've got here. Trying to just take a look at what I've got left here. Okay. We have another question here from Nicolette. We're still having issues on Facebook. Maybe that's why I've not got as many questions. Okay, so Nicolette says, Happy New Year, Anne. Happy New Year to you, Nicolette. When do you see the 2nd of December messaging? How's he feeling about me? Let's have a look then. So he's a Sagittarius, and the 2nd of December. Going to message you. Right. He needs to get over himself. He seems to have a lot of issues, of finding life quite difficult. And I do feel he wants to revisit you. Ooh. Wow. This is the card that breaks the stalemate. The Tower. Some kind of revelation or communication, sudden communication coming in. And then moving forward, right? So I feel it's almost like a bolt out the blue. That's how he gets in touch. Oh, there he is coming back. So let's have a look and see. Timeline. So I've got between 6 days and 6 weeks for that to happen. So if it's not happened in 6 days, don't think it's disappeared. I feel it's just, would you understand where I feel like he's had to have some time out, to sort out his issues and himself. But I do feel that he will be back in touch, and I do feel he wants some kind of closure. How does he feel about you? Still finds you beautifully attractive, and very, very sensitive. So I feel there's a lot more to come out between this connection. Yeah, there's a lot more to play out, as we say, with this connection. So I would say wait and see what happens. Right. Okay, Nicolette, thank you very kindly. Let's move that on. Right, okay, so we do have room for some more questions. I don't know quite what's happening with Facebook. Oh, here we go. There's one. And this says, will this year be a great year for my mum, your mum? That's from Natalie. Will this be a great year for my mum? And that's from Natalie. Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see. In fact, it's really nice you're asking on behalf of your mum. Let's have a look what I'm getting here. Right, some of the things I'm getting here for her is one, to be out in nature. This is to ground her. This is the nature card, right? And this is all about being out in nature, because then the fresh air, the soil beneath her feet, the grounding, it will give her clarity of mind and make her feel really put a spring in step, I want to say. So whenever she's got something to think about, then she needs to go for a walk or be out in nature. She needs to express herself more. She's got the voice card. And this is all about being heard, okay? So I feel, I don't know if she likes to sing, or, you know, she could take up a little hobby, a little, I want to say choir, but you know what I mean. So something where she's around people and there's music. It might be a different type of music. But certainly she needs to express herself and make sure she is heard. So not clam things up. She needs to say how she feels and let people know. And there's also a holiday here for her. Look at this, the travel card, the bird of paradise, the hot air balloon. So this is all about floating over any obstacles, not to allow herself to get too deeply embroiled in things. This is all about travel. So she should book some time out for herself, to allow herself to go away, to relax. Everything is pointing to keeping calm, relax, being herself, being able to vocalize. And then the last card is the prosperity card. So there is much more prosperity around her. This is the coins and the mint, is said to bring in good fortune. So get her a little mint plant to put in the kitchen. So I think that says it all. Prosperous and for her. Right, so lovely, Kaz. Thank you for asking Natalie for her. I hope that makes sense. Right, we have now got, is that Paul? Melina? Is that Ivelez? Ivelez? I'm so sorry. Ivellz. Really love me. Right, Paul. Let's have a look. Do they really love you? Sorry for the pronunciation as well. Do they really love you? Right, we've got room for some more questions. Don't forget to send them through. We'll have a look at them. We've got a bit of time. Well, from where I'm sitting, the answer is yes, Paul. Okay. They feel that they've found someone that they can look up to. They may not show it. So let's ask the question, why are you asking the question? Is it because they don't seem to say enough the right to you? There seems to be a delay in them showing their intentions. I feel they also, yes, they love you, but they don't know where they're going. Two separate things. So I feel at the moment they're a little unsure of where this relationship is taking them. However, this is only temporary, right? This is only temporary. And I feel you two do get on. There will be harmony and balance, a lovely equilibrium between the two of you moving forward. So in answer to your question, I feel they do. I feel they may not 100% sure of where it's going. So maybe you need to discuss about what you both want for the future to move yourselves forward. Hope that helps, Paul. Right, okay, so oh, we've got Natalie, and she says, hi Anne, it's Margie. Hi Margie. Any messages from my dad? Let's have a pull a card for you first. Right, okay. Any messages from your dad? Margie, have you not smelt him around the house? Because as I'm inhaling to connect with his energy, I feel as if either you are holding something or, you know, kind of connecting with the fragrance of him. So I don't know if it's something you have smelt, you can smell Dad, whether that be on some of his clothes or whether it's just passing through. And I feel, let me have a look a second. Right, okay. He's actually saying to you, what I really feel he's coming through is, although the time was short you had together, it was invaluable for him, okay? He did love it. And he's very sorry he didn't have more time with you. But he also understands and sees your pain. And he doesn't want that for you. He wants you to remember him, but to be able to move on. Yeah? Because he knows when you think about, he knows, yeah, because you think about him all the time, and he gets it. Yeah? So he's saying, stand still. You know, there are other things that he wants you, especially around the family, because you're quite a close family. I'm just stopping because he's talking about his clothes. So I don't know whether you've moved some of his clothes or you've been sorting out some of his clothes or wearing some of his clothes. Sometimes we put an old sweater on, don't we? But he just wants you to know that you are loved and you will be together one day, not now. But he wants you to enjoy this time. It's important, Margie, that you enjoy now and just have the fact that you had the time you had. And he sends his love. All right. Thanks for sending in your question, Margie. It's very difficult bereavement. It's very difficult. But if what I feel when as a medium, when they come through, then as you said, they have all gone. Natalie, you have daughters, you have grandchildren. These are your family. Or you're talking about his clothes. Right, okay. It's horrible when it's one way, isn't it? You're talking about his clothes, I'm assuming. Well, then watch for the smell, because as I was linking in there, I could smell him. So watch for that if the clothes are all gone. Yeah. When we do mediumship, one of the things that we understand quite quickly is the unbelievable peace and happiness that people who have gone over are experiencing. And they are mortified that we would stop our lives or restrict ourselves in some way, because they were able to move forward in their own life, and they would want you to move forward as well. So I think it's always very valuable to understand and know that with the mediumship, nobody's ever come back and said to their loved one, yeah, continue in that vein, keep mourning me, keep doing this. Never in a month of Sundays have I ever heard that. So think of him with fondness, but do move on. Okay. Lots of love and thanks, Margie. Watch for the smell of him around. Yeah. Right. Let's see. We've now got, it says, hi, Anne. It's Susan. Please could I ask you if you have anything from my mum who passed over in October 1997? I've liked and subscribed. I'm a Libra. Right, Susan, your mum. Susan, if I said to you what I get with your mum's energy is somebody who was a very pleasant lady, always got time for a little chat, nice smiley face, someone who, if you needed to talk to her, she would be there. Yeah. And I feel around her passing, it was fairly quick. It was, her passing was, when they're saying fairly quick, which could be a couple of days, really poorly before then she passed. I want to say there's 3 in a family. So I don't know if you've got 3 children or you're one of 3 or she was one of 3, because the way we're doing this, but I want 3 in a family. And I feel there's a male in spirit with her. And I want to say either brother, brother-in-law, husband. I'm on that level. There is a male with her in spirit world who she would have got on with wholeheartedly when she was here. And they're having a great laugh on the other side together. It's very jovial. It's very friendly. It's really nice. And I want to say, can I just say there is a significance to do with Easter. I know Easter moves, but she's talking about a significance with Easter. And I'm not going to interpret that. I'm just going to give that to you. I'm sure it will make sense to you. Very much rested, very much at peace, very much around you. And she says, just don't worry. In a really sweet voice, don't worry about me, dear. Don't worry. That's how she said it. So I hope that makes sense to you. As you know, it doesn't make sense to me. I didn't know her. But what a lovely lady. And I think a lot of people would have said that about her. Lots of love and thanks for your question. And that's for, oh no, don't know what I'm getting up there. A wedding anniversary, Easter. Thank you. And that's it, isn't it? That's enough to know that the rest is right. Here we go. We've got MD. Hello, dear Anne. Could you please reach messages from my late mum? I lost when I was only 12 in 2012. Bless you. Her name was Malia. Okay. Let's see. Right. Okay. As I link in with the energy of your text, I want to say that there was a really dreadful situation. I don't know if it was cancer, but I feel as if when she got ill, it was what they're making me feel is that when she got ill, they just couldn't do anything about it. That's the feeling I'm getting. And I don't know if you feel as left out in some way. Were you protected? Did people try and minimize the time you could spend with her? There's something to do with either you weren't there or you were kept away or just protected in some way. I'm not saying you weren't there at the end, but there's a kind of feeling protected. And I feel as if she went and you weren't aware she'd gone. That's the feeling I'm getting. But she's bringing you flowers. And at first bringing you lilies, which is very much about, she sees your sorrow. but she's also bringing you these beautiful red tulips. And for me, this is all about your passion for life, your passion for your work, your passion for what you want to do. And she loves you having that passion about things and to keep that going. But she is around you. I do want to say there is an initial I in around you with somebody. I'm not sure of the full name, but initial I that might mean something to you. So I'll leave that with you, MD, and you take care. Okay. Thanks for sending in your question. Right. Okay. It's nearly time for me to go. I'll just check my screen once more. I've cleared all those. I think it's time for us to go. So thank you much. Thank you for bearing with us. Facebook streaming, me coughing and spluttering, which should be gone by now. And our little difficulties this evening, but we're here. Please remember, I'm able to talk to. If you want to call me and talk more about your situation, we can give you more insights. Just go to www.asktheanswer.com. My PIN number is 500345. And I will be on till 9 o'clock this evening, Monday evening. I will be on again tomorrow night. Check out the scheduling calendar that we have on the website. So just a reminder, we have John tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We have him on Thursday and also Sunday. So lots of nice different things for you this week. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Until I see you next, take good care. Lots of love. And bye for now.